Hello Assassins, welcome back to another Wheelassassin guide. This is Wheel, and today we are going to be building part 14 of the Phantom Manor ride in Minecraft. So if you remember in part 13, we actually built kind of half of this sort of tunnel area for the main steam train here. So we're going to go ahead and continue this today. We're going to work around here behind me, up to these buildings here. Maybe we can get some of them done, maybe we can finish up certain elements as well. And then hopefully we can get all the way down here today as well. Now that is quite a big stretch, that's quite a lot to do. So maybe we'll have to bring it into part 15 as well. But who knows, we're going to get some more stuff done anyways. So yeah, let's just grab some materials and get started. Let's go for it. Okay then Assassins, so I'm here at my original Phantom Manor ride. This is the one without the roof, and then of course we have the other one that we're building together. Now I'm here because I'm going to teach you how to build the banners first of all. To kind of finish the section we had in part 13, and then to work on the part that we'll be building in the later coming episodes. So yeah, this is the part that usually takes the longest, so we're going to get this done at the start. We're going to take some yellow banners and some red dye. You're going to need yourself 6 of these yellow banners, just here. We're firstly going to place ourselves a loom down. Don't worry about the chests, I've just added these for maybe some dyes and stuff, just to get out of my inventory. And also, I made a little catalogue in this one, of every single banner we're going to be building now. So certain banners will be coming later, of course, to add to the buildings, but we'll build them now, just to have them in our reserves, basically. So opening up your loom, you want to spread your banners out in your inventory, just so it's a bit easier for you. Take your yellow banner in firstly, your red dye in. You're also going to need some yellow dye, which I almost forgot to grab. But if you grab that as well, that will just help you to outline everything, all the sort of letters on your banners, which is what we want as well. So the red dye goes in. We're firstly going to make a W. So we'll go for one of these left lines, which is the red pale dexter. Then we'll get ourselves a pale sinister. And then we'll get ourselves a middle, so kind of bottom chevron just here. Then we'll take that out, and we'll put it on our inventory to outline it later. Next one goes in for an E. These are pretty simple, so we go with that. Pale dexter there. We get ourselves a base fess, a chief fess to make a C, and then we get a middle line here, which is called the fess. Perfect. And then we're going to need to make ourselves an L, so we'll go for the pale dexter, and then we'll go for a base fess just here. Then we want to make ourselves an actual C, so same sort of thing as the others. Pale dexter, base fess, and then a chief fess as well. Please bear in mind guys, if I do go too quickly in this sort of situation or anywhere in this video, please remember the pause button is always there for your use. Then we'll take ourselves an O, so we'll build ourselves a C basically. So pale dexter, base fess, chief fess, and then we actually want the other one as well. That is the pale sinister, up the side there. And then finally we need an M. Now I know that doesn't spell welcome, but as we already have some of the letters made for us already, like the E for example, we don't need to make that twice, which is awesome. Pale dexter. Then we want ourselves a chevron the other way around, so this is the inverted chevron, and then we want our pale sinister just here. And now once you have all these, the red dye comes out, the yellow goes in, and we go for a border just here, which will border every single one of our letters, which is brilliant. So we'll take all of these out, and then we'll add them to the town hall. We'll basically get them out of our collection chest, so that we can build them like this. So now we have the welcome ones, let's go place them on our original. So over here, you take a W here, E, L, C, O, M, finally an E on this one. Don't worry about the overhang there, that is absolutely perfect. Well done guys, one down, few more to go. Let's scrap our hotbar, let's get some more banners going. So now I need to take ourselves 3 orange banners here, some orange dye, and some purple dye as well. This will make the sign on the barn back here that says Assan, but we only need the A, S and N because of course multiple letters in here, and the same. So open up your loom again, spread out your banners in your inventory if you want to, place a banner in, purple dye in firstly, and we want to firstly make ourselves an A. These are pretty simple. We go for the pale dexter there, we go for a fess in the middle, we'll go for a pale sinister, so that is a H now, and then we want to add in ourselves a chief fess up here for the very top there. Back in our inventory for the border later. Now we need an S, so we'll go for a diagonal line here firstly, from the top left to the bottom right, which is called a bend. And then we'll go for our base fess and our chief fess, just like so. Looks like a bit of a Z as well, but that's okay. Once the borders on there, it looks a bit better. Then we'll take an N, similar sort of thing. So we'll go with this bend just here. Then we'll take ourselves a pale dexter, and then a pale sinister up this way as well. Back in the inventory, purple out, orange in, then just go for the border, outline these, and we'll have ourselves A, S, and N ready for placing on our barn. So it goes A, S, S, A, N, Assan, like so. And that will fit just on the, what is this stuff called again? Acacia. I forgot the name of it. Acacia planks just there. So that is all good. Let's get on to our next lot of banners. Now we need to build ourselves the sash and this sort of robes, I guess, for the mayor over here. So we're going to take ourselves 2 of these red banners, some blue, some red, and some black dye. Once again, your loom needs to be opened. You need to come to it, spread out your banners, and then we're going to build ourselves the sash first. So we'll do the red banner in. We'll go ahead and build ourselves a blue bend, which of course we know is this one, just here. And as you can see, that makes a nice sash. We'll take that out and put it back in. And then we want to switch the blue for the black dye and add in a perfess inverted. Now we know it's going to be upside down, so it's probably going to be one of these ones just here. This one. So it's the kind of bottom half of the banner. It's just going to be black there, like so. We'll stick in our red banner again, and we'll build the second one. This next one is going to be starting with the blue dye. And we want to make a chief fess, which we know is this one just here. Oh, let me just double check. Yep, chief fess like so. Then we want to take a red gradient, so of course the red dye needs to go in. And it's going to be one of these 2. I think it's this one. Oh, might be the other one. There we go. So it sort of, you know, makes a little bit of a gradient over the blue there, so it's not very blue anymore. Red dye comes out, and we stick ourselves the black dye in again. And then we'll make ourselves the base fess inverted like so. Sorry, the perfess inverted, just so it's cutting off the bottom half of the banner. And then we take both of these out, and we go and stick them on the mayor. The one with the sash, of course, on the front side. We'll stick the red banner, kind of gradient one on the side here, and then also one on the back here. Not one on here, because of course we have the arm there with the lever, but you could add one at the bottom, maybe just with the sort of perfess there, the black perfess, just to symbolise the bottom. But it really looks alright without it as well. Just on the corner we need it to look good. And that looks pretty cool. Let's get another one going. So now we're on to making banners for sections that we haven't actually built yet. So we're going to keep these in a chest or in our inventory once they're completed. So definitely make sure to keep a hold of these. We'll go ahead and take ourselves 5 brown banners, some brown dye, and some yellow dye as well. Back in the loom, back to spreading out the banners in the inventory. Brown banner in, yellow dye in firstly. We're going to make an S. We know it's going to be the bend just here. And then it's going to be the chief and base fess just there. And then we'll outline them afterwards. Next one in for an A. We go for a pale dexter. A fess just in the middle. And then a pale sinister to build the H. And then we need to do a chief fess for the actual top of the A, just like so. Next one in for an L. Pale dexter. And then a base fess, just like so. An O. We've got a base fess already there for us, so we'll grab that. We'll get a pale dexter, a pale sinister to make a U, and then we'll go for a chief fess just at the very top there. And finally we need an N, so we'll go for the brown banner in just like so. Pale dexter, this bend just here, and then we'll do a pale sinister this side like so. All out. Yellow dye out for the brown dye, then we'll go for bordering these up to make them look cool. I know this is not how you spell Saloon, but as we have only the need for one O, because we can place these thousands of times, it saves us some hassle really. So I recommend sticking these in an empty chest or your inventory for saving them for later. We're almost there now. We have ourselves the hotel sign to build, which is going to require 5 brown banners, some brown dye, and some black dye. Back to the loom, you know in the drill now. Oops! I say and then I drop everything. Let's spread these out again just so we have enough space for everything. Brown banner in, black one in, black dye in, sorry. We're going to take ourselves a H, so we'll go with the Pale Dexter, the Fess across the middle, and then the Pale Sinister here for a H. Of course, we're going to outline these as well. Then we'll go with an O, so we're going to go for the Pale Dexter, Pale Sinister, Chief Fess, and a Base Fess as well. A T, which is pretty easy. We go with a Chief Fess, and then we go with this middle line just here, which is the Pale, it's called. An E, pretty simple again. Pale Dexter, Base Fess, Chief Fess to the C, and then we'll do a Fess for the middle, just like so. And then finally another L, Pale Dexter, and then a Base Fess just like so. Swap out the black dye for the brown dye, get that in like so, and then border everything up here. By the way, these ones don't have to be bordered, because the hotel is looking very, very run down, and of course we're kind of in the underworld section now. You don't have to make these, you know, entirely looking perfect, so it can be as rough as possible, really. So again, we'll save these for later. Stick them in the chest like so. We're going to make ourselves the playing card that is actually on the hotel table. Probably my favourite banner in any tutorial ever. So cool. Let's go ahead and open up our loom. The white banner goes in, then we'll do our red dye in firstly. We want to get ourselves a thing called a red lozenge? I'm so sorry for my pronunciation. This thing, the diamond basically. Don't know why they didn't call it a diamond. There we go. Maybe it's a different language or something. But anyways, this thing in here is going to be needed. Then we're going to go ahead and grab that out, put it back in. Then we want to get ourselves a red chief indented. Now these things are obviously a little bit harder to find, so please bear with me a second. Well, of course it is. It makes sense. It is this one here. So it's the three little triangles at the top of the banner, almost like fangs or something. So we grab this and we'll put it back in our banner. So we have this here. I accidentally did two lots of the diamonds in the middle. That's my bad. Then we'll get ourselves a white saltire. The saltire is this thing here, kind of the crosshatch, but it's going to be in white. So don't build that with the red dye in. We want to take the white dye in. And as you can see, we then have 4 lots of little diamonds, which is perfect. So we'll put that back in our sort of loom here. Then we want to get ourselves another red base indented, which is going to be this one. So the 3 fangs at the bottom, like so. And then we want to get another white saltire going just across there, like so. So again, cuts the fangs sort of in the middle as well. And then that will be one banner done just there. And it should look something like this. Let's stick that in our holding cell. Our holding chest, I should say. There we go. But these are going to be needed later, so we'll keep these for later on when we do these sections too. And there you go, you can see the playing cards on there for later on. Oh, and keep in mind as well, you will need to grab this banner back for the Phantom that we made in the previous sections. So yeah, keep that in mind. Okay then guys, let's get in with some building today. Alright then guys, so we are going to need ourselves some nether brick wall, some nether brick fences, some normal lanterns, iron bars, an oak fence gate, armor stands, oak fences, some barriers, and some donkey eggs. A really random thing. By the way, for the barriers here, for those that don't know, to get these you go into your chats and command window, you type the slash here, and then you go /give @s, which will be yourself, and then you just click barrier, or write in barrier just there, space away. And then as you can see, comes up with a little icon there. That's what you want, so you click enter, and it will say, you have given yourself 1 barrier, and of course it doesn't mean 1, it means infinite amounts. And please also keep in mind that when the barrier is in your hand, you can see it. When it's not in your hand, you can't see it, and also these are indestructible to survival players. So if you're playing in survival, bear that in mind. Okay then, let's go for taking ourselves a nether brick wall firstly. No, actually we'll take ourselves the barriers firstly. We want to go ahead and stack up 2 here, just to the front of this bank area. Then we'll do another 2 just here. Then we're going to go diagonally and we're going to build a lamppost, which will start with a nether brick wall. And then we'll build 2 of the fences on top, with a lantern on top of that. We'll do ourselves a fence gate that's going to come out from the sort of bank area here. It's going to be in line with the doorway, which means you're going to need to place yourself 1 just in the door frame, which is a bit awkward with the barriers here. So we go in there, and then place one there. Knock out that one. So it needs to be just there in front of the door frame. Then we can do 3 iron bars above, and it looks like a little sign there. Basically, we want to place a donkey in this space here. But we need to, of course, trap it in with respect. So we can keep it in place. So let's take another 2 barriers here. 2 around the corner, and then 2 on this one as well. So now we have a little, like, cubby hole for our donkey. A little perimeter hole just there. Now I recommend, if you do have the chests still available from where you're storing your banners, pick block it and stick the chests on the donkey. I'm going to do that now. I've spawned my donkey, not going to need the egg anymore. So I'm going to scroll down to the chests. There's one. Grab a chest, click on the donkey, open up the donkey's inventory when you can. There you go. And you need to stick the chest. Oh, you need to stick the chest on the side. There we go. You can tell I don't play survival as much as I used to. There we go. So it just looks like, you know, the actual chest is on the donkey. And that is what we're going for. Perfect. We want to stick ourselves an armor stand just next to the barriers here and in this space. We're going to do it on its diagonal, just like so. Now this would be a cowboy or something that is also going to be leading his donkey or horse. So we're going to go ahead and put a lead behind him. What we'll do for that is we'll stick ourselves an oak fence just behind our mannequin. Our armor stand is going to have an oak fence just behind it, and that way when we add a lead it will look like it's coming from the hand of the armor stand when you're on the actual ride, and also it blends in, which is nice. Oh, and I added one to the armor stand. Rookie mistake. There we go. We also want to pose this eventually when we have some stuff for it, and then we'll stick another one just here as well, diagonally and on these slabs. Could be a little bit awkward to place. Some of them have to like drop into place because it's on a slab, so just bear that in mind as well. We'll actually pose this one so the hands are facing forward, kind of in like a giving sort of look. I think I already passed it. Like that sort of thing. Then this one will have one of the arms out, so that the crossbow that it's going to be holding actually looks like it's coming out like that. Perfect. So it's kind of doing a bit of a pose there. Great. Then we'll go to this side of the general shop, just here. We want to stick a nether brick wall just here, and then we'll do 2 of our fences with a lantern on top here, in line with the stair. And we've already got a lantern on there, which is great. And yeah, that is that section looking really good now. We just need to kind of clove the armor stands. Around the corner here, whilst we have the lanterns with us, we can actually go ahead and stick ourselves a lantern and some fences on the kind of bank just here. So we're going to go for nether brick fences for this one, and we want to take 2 of the nether brick fences along this wall. I do want to go and double check where it is because I've completely forgotten, but I'll be right back. So 1, 2 just here, up from the floor by 1, and then we'll do a lantern on the very top. There we go. Really lights up this place, which is great. Let's grab some more materials, finish up this section with the armor stands, and then also repair the back a little bit there as well. Let's go for it. Now then, assassins, this is kind of embarrassing, but I can't actually show you how to dye these armors because I don't know the colours myself. I'm actually colourblind and I can't see which colours these are. I think that may be teal and then this one possibly purple, but I don't really want to mess up and then, you know, mess up the whole thing for you guys. So if you just refer back to the tutorial where we actually armoured these skeletons and I showed you how to dye these ones, then please refer to that one for dyeing these guys. But if you want the colours just here, feel free to nick these colours, and then we'll go and place the accessories on these armour stands as well. So for those wanting to dress the armour stands in the appropriate colouring, I've grabbed a cauldron and a water bucket for the dyes and whatnot as well. So you'll need to grab the dyes and then fill up the cauldron with the water, put the dye in the cauldron water, and then you'll be able to dye your armour just by clicking well on it, so like this. Perfect. So we're going to need ourselves a leather tunic. Both of these are going to have leather armour. Pants on this one, and the boots. Boots on this one, and the trousers too. This one will have a netherite helmet on. This one will have a leather helmet on, of course dyed as well. And then we're also going to need ourselves a crossbow in this one. This one's hand, if we can get it to be. There you go. Perfect. And then we're going to need ourselves also we'll grab a lead in a moment. If you want to aim the crossbow a little bit up, then you can kind of crouch for this one. Oh, I just stuck the helmet on. A little bit awkward, this one. There you go, like that sort of thing. Just like so. So you're kind of aiming at the lamppost a little bit, but that's alright. And then we'll take the black concrete back here, and we just want to tidy this space up. At the end of the day, yeah, no one's going to see it from the ride perspective, but we're going to know about it. So you want to make sure it's all tidy. So I recommend just going behind it, just making sure that it doesn't interfere with the rock sort of face on the front there. But we want to cover up every single part of the rock on the outside, like that. So it's got like a nice black background now. Perfect. Let's get on to another section. So now we'll take ourselves a lead, some barriers once again, a bat, barrels, black concrete, jungle stairs, jungle slabs, smooth stone, and a jungle door as well. Now we're going to come over here, we're going to take our barriers and we're going to go on top of this sort of town hall area to build ourselves another crow, which is of course going to be a bat. So we'll actually stick a barrier here, just to be able to place one flying in the sky like so. Knock out the one below, stick one here, here. We need to get one on the other side, so I might have to place that one in the middle back. Just to place it there. And then one over here as well, like so. So I'm just going to remove that one. There you go. So you have this little space here. Now we want a bat right in the middle there. It's very awkward. You have to be extremely quick, placing the bat down and then the barrier on top there. So what I'm going to do is stick a barrier down so I can quickly anchor one to it. And then take my bat, so knock out that one. Then we're going to take the bat. Ah, he flew away. Right, another one. There we go. Phew. There we go, he's in there now. So that bat will hang from the upside down point of this barrier, and then it'll be in there perfectly. And the other bat, Bruce number 2.0, is just going to have a fly around. There we go. There you go. Perfect. Now we'll take a barrier. Just ignore that bat. And we want to go for down here. Putting one just next to the sort of track over this way. Now then, I'm going to quickly sort of reshape the track in a moment. I'm going to do one barrier, sorry, barrel, just here, a space away from the front of the cacti. Then one here needs to be as well. So I'm going to go for one, just stacking up some barrels to place one on its side like that, diagonally back. The next thing I'm going to do is take my smooth stone and I'm going to go to the barrel, shift or crouch click to place one. I'm going to build forward for one block, and then I'm going to build 2 blocks back. Just like so. No, actually the 1 block back. Yeah, the 1 block will do. And that'll be in line with the cacti. Then I'm going to go ahead and take myself a couple of these going upwards. So I'm going to actually do myself 4 layers. So that's 2, 3, and 4. Then I'm going to go ahead and build this along the front side. This is going to be for our pharmacy. So we're going to go for 1, 2 more this way. We'll do another 2, and then we'll stack up 2 just here. I may just knock off that one just there and then replace it with an upside down jungle stair. And then do one at the very top there as well. Yeah, that's better. Then we'll do 1, 2, oops, 2 this side. And down for 1, 2, and 3. And then I'm going to take myself a block made of jungle slabs just in here. Slabs for 1, 2, 3. A block on this side and a block on this side like so. Awesome. I'm going to stick myself a jungle door in here. Preferably on the other side, so the inside, like that. So when it's closed, it looks like this. We want it kind of be open for this entire thing, though, just because everything is a bit, well, it's not very private in the underworld. Then we'll take ourselves some jungle stairs for just a 5 across the front there. We'll build the smooth stone wall backwards for another kind of blocks like this. We'll do it up to the same height, and you can actually just kind of fill it over if you want to, or even add in the jungle slabs. Whatever appropriate for yours. There you go. And then what we'll do is we'll go in here with blocks of jungle for that 3, and then here we'll actually do ourselves a wall of black concrete just up to the very roof there. And that will allow us to leave a 1 block space on the inside for our mannequin, or an armor stand in there. And then that'll be for kind of the backdrop. It's just going to be like an abyss back there. We can also then take ourselves black concrete from here, and this will go right the way along the back of the cacti here and connect to the building just there as well. So it'll be good to have a back to this building, well, in this entire section. By the way, this whole like black concrete kind of barrier around the exterior doesn't have to be the same as mine at all. On the ride, we don't really, well, the whole idea is you don't see this. It's just like it allows everything to flow nicely, and it gives the illusion that it's, you know, in a different section. So this can be however which way you want it to be. If you're not happy with like this corner, for example, trim it down. You don't have to have it the same as mine. So go to town with it. Epic, that looks really good. I'm going to grab some new materials, but before I do, I'm going to take a lead from this fence post, oops, to my donkey is where I want it to be. But you have to go from the donkey to the fence post, that makes sense. There we go. Need to play survival. There we go. I was just kind of thinking about the amount of bats that are probably flying around my world due to just messing up the whole barrier thing. I just passed one on the way here from my original build. Yeah, that's probably one of like thousands. I'll just go to a different tutorial and there'll be like thousands of bats upside down. It'll be like the bat cave. Oh my goodness. Right, we'll take a barrel again. Some black concrete. Some spruce trapdoors. Some coarse dirt. Spruce pressure plates. Jungle fences. Jungle stairs once again. Stone slabs and some stone stairs as well. Okay then, we might also need some smooth stone, but we can grab that later. We'll go ahead and replace these blocks on the ends here. Well, this one definitely on this left side. I'm actually going to knock this one out over here, replacing it with a slab, which I'll just place that down for a second. There we go. Like so. And then this one, upside down stair just there. Going to add 2 jungle fences up this way, and 2 down from the stairs above, but they won't connect. That's all good. Then I'm going to do myself a little design at the very top up here. Now, as I've used my jungle stair, there's only the one needed. We'll take our smooth stone back. We'll go for 3 just here. No, actually, I'm going to build it above the stairs. So 3 just there. Upside down stone stair here and the other side. And then I'm going to do them going outwards like this on both sides. So it kind of looks like horns. I'll do a smooth stone in the middle with stairs kind of going up to it, with the backs up to it. Then a stone slab on that one in the middle. Sorry about the juddery sort of screen, it's the lag from all the banners and stuff. And then we'll take ourselves stone slabs across the very roof up there, like so. Amazing, that looks really, really good. So that is pretty much done. We just need to add in our armor stand and then the sign as well. So if we come down to the bottom, we're adding ourselves coarse dirt just for everything down here, just so it's all, you know, in a nice kind of order like this. And then we'll do 2 of our fences just in front of the 2 slabs like so, the front 2 slabs. I'm going to take myself this magma just here, and I'm actually going to replace it. So I'm going to knock out these 2, these 2 as well. I'm going to make sure that this is all correct for later sections. So I'm going to actually bring this one along just for another 1, then add in 2 just here, next to the barrier, that's fine, the barrel, and then up to here. And then I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 just here. Knock out that 2. We may have to remodel on this side. Not to worry, that's absolutely fine. But it's just so that we have everything perfect. So when we get onto the other side, it's not going to be any trouble for us. So we'll sort that out in a second. But make sure you have this here and this section here. Perfect. We're going to add in ourselves a spruce pressure plate just there next to our cacti. And then we want to go with a coarse dirt sort of, I guess, row, just from the back there of the building, along the side, and up to the front there. Then in the space where the coarse dirt stops, we'll do a barrel just here, next to the magma, then it will start new magma just here before going into the step, like that. Amazing. So the track will have to be remodeled again, because I'm an idiot, and I forgot completely that I've changed some stuff up, but I'm glad that we got the buildings done here. Once we do the building, the track will follow, so it's all good. Goes in hand in hand. We'll do another pressure plate just in here. Then we'll do another barrel just like in the middle of the kind of thing there. Spruce trapdoor in the front of it maybe. Spruce trapdoor up that back way. And then of course our black concrete at the very back there. Amazing. Now we'll grab ourselves some more materials. Now then, of course, we do have that little bit of track to worry about later, which is going to be the part that somehow in here we missed a section. Well, it was my fault completely. And then I left it too far and I was like, oh crumbs, we need to sort that out. But it's all good because we do have that mountain coming up, so we're going to actually just knock off like a little bit of the mountain to make space for it, so it's going to be absolutely fine. We're going to need to take ourselves chiseled nether bricks, a potion of harming because it's really just menacing looking, a glow item frame, armor stands, a creeper head, a warped sign, some dead bushes, warped buttons, and nether brick slabs as well. We'll firstly take ourselves the warped signs and we'll place them on these 3 smooth stone. This first one will say a pot on the second row down. We're going to split up the word into 3 signs worth. So a pot. And then we'll do the second row down on this one in the middle, which will say H, E, C, A. And then on the last one, we'll do ourselves RY, oops, on the middle, on the second row down, just like this. So it says a pot, heckery, I'll leave that to you guys to you know, to pronounce. And then we'll do ourselves an armor stand back here, creeper head on this one. Doesn't have to be, you know, posed or anything. That's all good. A item frame on that one and here, and then we'll do our potions on the armor stands. Sorry, on the item frames, just like that. So you know what this building is. There we go. That looks really cool. Then we'll do ourselves a button, a warped button, just in here. We want to do ourselves a dead bush on this one, and then we'll do our warped button back here maybe, dead bush in the corner, dead bush here, dead bush here, and basically don't really shy away from adding in as much foliage as possible. There we go. As long as it's not like everywhere, you know, like in places that you need to get to, then it will look really cool. Sparse, but detailed. Right, now we need to sort the track out. So we'll go ahead and take ourselves, well, here, this is supposed to be 1 there. So we now have 3, just like so. So it's a long straight until there's 3. I'm going to knock out all this just so that we don't confuse ourselves with what to do. So I'm just going to knock it out until we reach the sort of step up a little bit. Just to here. Perfect. And that one, and that one, and that one. Okay, so now we have 3. Then we'll come out for these 6 blocks in total, just here. And then we need to connect them along to this one in the corner, where it'll come out for another 2, just there. 2 going up, obviously, from the floor, like that. And then this will go into a sort of straight again, up to the corner down here, where we'll then add in ourselves 1, and then we got this 2, and then the step will be here instead. So it will just be past the barrel there. So it's just this one, just in here. Then the step will go up, and of course into the track. What I'm going to do here though, is I'm going to knock off this section back here, because I think I got a bit too ahead of myself, and I don't want to sort of confuse you guys with my really, really dumb ways. So, if we just remove all of this section past what we've just accomplished there with our slab, then at least we'll know that, nope, we're going to redo this when we get to it. As they say, you got to do something, one thing at a time, because we'll get ourselves overloaded and then very, very confused. And also, it definitely helps to, you know, accomplish something in one day instead of leaving things until the next and so on and so forth. As I did with the mountain, stupidly. Like, we are going to get onto that, so don't worry. But we're going to leave that just for this episode so we can continue on this side, you know, before sort of moving on to that one. Great stuff, guys. Well then, that is all the materials here. So let's see if we can grab some more. Now then, as we're making such great progress today, I don't want to get too far, you know, too way over my head, but we're going to try and build the saloon today. We'll go for some jungle planks, some jungle fences, some jungle stairs, jungle fence gates, some coarse dirt, barrels, jungle slabs, and finally a lantern. We're basically cleaning out the entire jungle for this one saloon. So we want to go ahead and firstly, obviously, mark out the territory needed for the saloon. So we're actually going to take our coarse dirt and we'll run it from the coarse dirt previous next to that barrel just there, up to the barrel, just there. Perfect. Then we're going to stick ourselves a block just next to the pressure plate and an upside down stair just here. That's the beginning of our saloon. We'll do ourselves, 2 fences just here, 2 planks, and the planks will go right the way back to the coarse dirt ending just here. And they're actually going to go a further block back as well, just next to the black concrete, because it kind of comes out again a bit further than this pharmacy here. Well, this kind of, what is it called? I mean, it says it here, but I can't read my own sort of signs. Anyways, forget that. So down this side, we're going to do ourselves planks up to the fence here, stopping to build ourselves up to down stairs. Now these are going to run along, let's only do for 5 at the moment, so let's go 2, 3, 4, 5, just to there. So 4 of these will overhang the building, that's fine. We want to do ourselves a fence gate down here next to the stair, and then we want to do a barrel coming forward from the fence gate. A little bit awkward because we have nothing to stand on at the moment, so we'll just build something, place a barrel here, then we'll knock the core start through. We'll build the core start under to that barrel there, because this is going to be raised up again, because obviously the track is raising up now. So we'll go along that. So we'll add a slab here, a block just here, and then we'll do 2 slabs on the side of the block to the right. Again, core start follows underneath these, like so. Then we'll do core start to here and add in a barrel again. And then we'll do blocks in our flooring for where the bar will be. So we'll go for core start for 2 layers, just like this, for 4 blocks, like so. And then we'll add in jungle planks for 4 this way, like so. Then we want to do ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4 jungle here. And then I'm going to do a stair just there on top of it. So the stair will be just a block over where the barrel is before it. And then behind this we'll build planks up to the stair here. We'll do 1 block here. And then we actually want to add in ourselves a fence post just in here with a lantern on top. And this will symbolize the light for the 2nd floor now. So kind of on the 2nd floor layer. Now the saloon is built in a way that makes it look really like ruggedy and sort of run down. So we're trying to make in like little holes or rotting wood or stuff like that. So we need to alternate between our stairs, slabs and blocks quite a lot in this tutorial. And that can get very awkward. So what we need to do next is place ourselves an upside down step to the front side of that fence post, like that. The fence post will connect to blocks, so it will be on 4 sides, kind of connected. Well, 2 sides, sorry, I don't know what I was saying there. 2 sides connected, and I think it connects to the rock face on the right side as well. So it will look like it's a lot more than it is just 1 fence post. Then we'll do ourselves a block here behind that stair, with another upside down stair on it forward. Then spinning around this way again, we'll do a fence post here, and then behind it we'll do an upside down stair again just there. As you can see, trying to make that ruggedy wood. Then we'll do a block next to this upside down stair, and an upside down stair here on the side, which will then turn just here. That is going to be a row in front of that one. That's actually perfect. And basically that will build up to a fence post that kind of connects the 2 together. What we need to do for that fence post though is build core start down here in front of these 2 slabs to 3 in front of this one, and these will run right the way along to the other kind of jungle pillar just here. Then on this one at the very beginning we'll add a fence post in with jungle, which will go up to the 2nd floor and over the steps. So we need 3, 4 and 5, and they'll run over along this way before stopping there, before reaching this corner block here, which will have ourselves a jungle slab on. Corner stair, sorry. Like so. Then we'll add in ourselves the upside down stairs going along to that one just there. And then of course behind it we need to add in some stuff just to make it look good. So we'll add in another stair like so. And then we'll add in blocks here for these 3, like so. Honestly, the front of the saloon is the hardest part of it. It's kind of got a bit more of a detailed interior, but the outside of it makes it look really, really tricky. It's not too bad. Once we get going, it's not too bad. Let's stop this core start from floating by just adding in some below. Like that, so now the building is on supports. Now it won't fall through, which is good. And then we'll go ahead and build ourselves a block behind the barrel here. Again, shift or crouch click to add it. Then we'll do ourselves 2 fence posts just on the top of it. I want to add in myself fences here for another 2 on that block there. And they'll connect briefly to the stair there, which looks really cool. We'll add in blocks behind this section here, just to there like so. I'm actually going to go to this one and add in myself a step, like so. And then I'll do maybe a slab just besides it like that. There's going to be an armor stand on that one, just like a person in the bar. So we'll add that later. Behind this one we're adding ourselves blocks. These can go up to the stairs above. That's fine, they make the fence kind of connected as well, which is great. And here I'll add in myself 3 slabs like that, so it's kind of like the window to the saloon. Cool. That looks really good, guys. Now we want to add in ourselves another kind of row of jungle planks, just for the main floor like so. And that will obviously go back into the building a bit later on. Now I may as well bring you up to the top to build this top section. So we'll go for adding on ourselves some more fences up here. I don't really have a top-down view of this section, so I'm going to have to go a bit slow. So I'll go for 1, 2, and then bring the fences along to the post there. That's absolutely fine. And then what we'll do is we'll start on the third one back with our jungle, and we'll go up for 3, just like so. We'll add in a fence gate just here, 2 more jungle above it, and then we'll do 3 down the side just here for 2 lots. Then we'll add in another fence, 2 more over it, and then we'll add in 3 more planks on this side over here, like so. Now hopefully this is going well. Then we'll do ourselves a slab up here for 1 and 1, and then 2 blocks in the middle like so. So we're making that saloon sort of arch up here. And that will also allow us to bring our banners that we built earlier and place them on here. So we'll do that in a moment. That looks really good. You can add yourself jungle below this sign now, and in here for these 3. Then we'll also add in the 1 just there as well. Let me grab some more dimensions so we can build the rest of the saloon. Okay then, so same materials as before, but just some new dimensions. We'll come up to the very top this time, and we'll actually start building on from basically the roof down. So we're going to come behind the sort of single lantern over here, and we're adding ourselves a block with a stair going up, like so. And then we want to add in ourselves about, let's go for 5 maybe, planks. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, like so. Now then we'll build ourselves a fence post here, a block away another one, and a block away another one, and then a single kind of plank back there, that's fine. We'll build each of these to 3, so we'll just add in 2 above each. And then we'll go ahead and add in on the kind of top layer up here. We'll do connecting them across like this, and out forward for well, a block on both sides, I think. Yeah, like that. Pretty cool. And then we'll come down here and we'll add in fences just to here on that corner, and this one will have 1, 2 above it, 1 out to the right side, and then 1 backwards like so. And this will have 2 lanterns, 1 on each of the kind of points there of that post there. That looks really good. Nice. Yeah, that's good. Okay, then we'll take ourselves jungle planks and we'll go next to this block behind the stair. We'll go for 1, 2, 3, and 4, and on 4 add in ourselves a slab like so. I believe this goes into a bit of a corner, so we're going to go for 1, 2 just here and build 2 up. Then I'm going to leave this one empty, but I'm going to build the one behind it up for 1 block, and then I believe it goes over a door frame. I'm not going to go too far into it at the moment, but we'll add that in later. For now, we can actually just kind of floor over the part we've just built, just here, like so. Amazing. Yes, this is so cool. Okay, now back into the back. So we'll bring this one along to 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks like so. We'll go for the middle 2, adding in jungle fences, and these will come down again for another 2 and another 2, and you can already see where that's going. That's going to be the stairwell, obviously. So we'll do ourselves 1, 2 blocks here just next to the fences, and 2 below it as well, just like so. We'll add in 1, 2 blocks here, and then we'll maybe do 1, 2 blocks just there as well. Then we'll add in the stair going down, and 1 stair going down there as well, like so. Perfect. Now then, over here, as you can see, we stopped just before getting to the wall. We want to go to this one and add in 1, and this will go upwards for another 2 past it. This will be built along, so 1, 2, 3, just along to its left side, and we'll build the 2 down, and we'll add in the back wall here. So the back wall will come down just to as far as the building is at the front. So we'll do this right down. You can even do this to floor level if you want to, because it's not really going to make too much difference because it's all going to be hidden like that. And this side will also be filled up to the normal height. So we'll just fill all of this in, nice and simple, which is great for us. Like that. Perfect. So as long as it's just like 2 walls there, nothing on the interior, that's perfect. Now then, back in here, we'll do ourselves some slabs. We'll go for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Remember, nothing on this one or this one now. We'll do ourselves 2 planks across the top there, like so. And then we'll do 2 blocks over here. Alright then, so we'll come around to this side, and we want to go ahead and build down from the sign. Now we don't need to go from the very top of the sign, but we do need to go kind of roughly just about here. So we'll do a stair, and then we'll do blocks going backwards. And then instead of connecting it around the corner, what I did on my original one is I built the wall to the diagonal, just to here. And then that way we can add in the kind of black border going really, really close to the building, which is kind of cool. So we'll do this sort of thing instead. And then we'll build ourselves steps down from the top of the slabs, which the slabs will come forward for another 2 rows, just like so. Then we'll build the blocks in here, under them, and now we'll do the steps. 1 here, block, and then 1 here. And that will leave ourselves 2 blocks back here as well. Perfect. You can build yourselves in a couple lanterns in here. We'll do 1 there and just 1 here. And then what I'll do is I'll add in myself a pillar of fence coming down from this furthest away slab, going down for just 3. There, like so. And then it will connect to a wall over here, which will be 1 block, 1 block, 2 more blocks in here, 1 block there, and a stair up the back of the sign again for the saloon. And we'll add in ourselves 2 blocks there, and then we'll do blocks just in here for our flooring. So this will be in line with the ones under the fence gates. There we go. Awesome. Now it's a bit difficult to squeeze in and out of that space. You can't really do it as a sort of Minecraft character, unfortunately. But you don't really need these blocks in here. I don't really know why I added them. But yeah, you can take them out if you want to. But I'm going to keep mine in. Just going to add in the 2 blocks there so we can get around. And now we have ourselves the roof done. So we can build just below it now. That looks so good, guys. That looks really, really good. Now then, downstairs in the saloon. Of course, it's quite dark at the moment down here. But what we're going to do is we're going to take ourselves jungle planks and just build the floor in as normal. So same as what we already have, basically. We'll just add the floor in now. And then that way we can add in all the details on a nice floor. There we go. So on my original one, I added in slabs for the ceiling instead of blocks. And that way we have to build ourselves like a slab sort of area for the lantern. So what I'm going to do is knock out the floor above. Just in some situations, doesn't have to be in all of them. Just over here, and replace it with slabs. Like this. Now what this will allow is for us to open up this area here, and have a bit more room to well, build the piano and everything like that in the saloon. So I'm going to go for the second block from the back, and just add in a block here, made of slabs, with a lantern being able to dangle from the roof there, like so. Now I'll go ahead and take myself around to this side where the staircase is, and of course we need to complete this up. So the fence is here. We're going to bring down another fence for 2 there. Then over here in the corner we'll add in 2, and this will just be to this sort of edge of the ceiling and the roof area. So I'm going to add in blocks just around there like that, and I'm actually going to kind of block up this area a little bit just with 1 single pillar that will connect to the roof. So it's a little bit strange, I know. But then what we'll do is we'll add in ourselves a pillar forward just here. So we'll go 1, 2, 3 kind of blocks up there with our fences. Again, you can open up the ceiling a bit in here. We might just take that pillar out for this section. Yeah, I kind of added it in there for, I don't really know why, but it does kind of take some of the space that we do need here. So yeah, it's up to you guys. Nah, you know what? We will add it in. We'll add in the wall here. Kind of shorten this area. Add in the slabs above, and then move the lantern slab area just along by a block, like that. So there's 2 blocks this side before the window. That's better. That's perfect now. That's like my original one. Then we'll add in blocks just down the side of the staircase. So in front of the staircase here, we're going to do a block, then leave it here. We'll do ourselves a stair here, here, and here. and then we'll do a block there, and then a stair just in here. And that will allow like a little sort of bit for the stairs there you can stand on, and then get up to the second floor. Perfect. Very unsafe stairs, but it is the Wild West. I mean, the stairs were the least of their troubles. So let's do another lantern just here, just next to the very top step. And then we want to add steps upside down behind these ones, just like so for 2. Then the very back here, you can add in a block there, and we'll do ourselves a upside down stair again, just next to that one. Or even you can add in a block as well, like so. Then we'll add in ourselves a couple upside down stairs in here, so maybe 2 there, 1 up the top just there, and then I'm going to do a couple in the actual wall back here for my sort of tavern area. So I'm going to make sure I get this right, so I'm going to go to the front. I'm going to add in a fence just behind this step here, then a lantern on top. Then my bar will start here, and it'll go 1, 2 and 3 up to that corner stair, which is good. So we'll backtrack, so we know the block's going to be just there. So we want to go to here for these 3 and knock these out to make upside down stair shelves. Shelves just in here, like so. And then we'll curve them out around the corner, maybe into this gap back here, but I'm going to do it on the corner just there. Then add in 3 blocks behind this to sort of seal the space in there. Awesome. You can add in another one up above if you want, but it's up to you. Do I like it like that? Do I want to add in another one and then an upside down stair? Yeah, that looks way better. Like so. So basically just fill it up as best you can, and then it will be all good to go. So let's go ahead and finish up the saloon, and then we can call it a day. So we'll go for adding in the bar firstly. We'll go next to this step here, and we already know 1, 2 and 3 are going to be for our bar area. Perfect. Then we'll take ourselves, oh sorry, materials list. Forgot. Well, we wanted some orange wool, a lever, spruce fences, some candles, just the normal ones, an activator rail, spruce stairs, spruce slabs, spruce planks, and then of course the dark oak planks here. So the spruce planks, we want to build a grand piano. We'll go for a block away from the corner wall and add in 1, 2, 3, up for 2 layers, and then slabs on top of these as well. Then we'll do ourselves upside down stairs here and here, facing this way towards this wall, and activate a rail on both of these. Now this one will activate in a moment because we're going to build a mannequin over here built with some orange wool. We'll do 2, leave it up this side and leave it down this side, which will turn on the activator rail. Then we'll do ourselves here next to the piano sort of area, 2 spruce fences with 4 candles on top. You may have to place yourself a block under the candles firstly to add in your 4 candles, then knock it out and then add in your fences like so. Epic. You can light these if you want to, but I've just left mine nice and just normal, like so. Epic. Let's get some more materials. Now we want to take ourselves a spruce pressure plate, spruce trapdoors again, jungle fences once again, lantern again, a barrel again, an illager banner, item frames, white stained glass panes, and yellow carpet. No rhyme intended there. Let's go up to the roof and we'll add in ourselves a jungle fence with a lantern. We'll do a barrel just here on the corner with a folded up spruce trapdoor. We'll do 1 up space away, and then we'll do a pressure plate here, diagonally up a pressure plate, and a spruce trapdoor diagonally back just here. Then we want to go over this way and add in ourselves a trapdoor and then a pressure plate. And that will be where you can add your signs in, which I'll show you how to do in a second. We'll drop down to the floor down here, and we'll add in ourselves a pressure plate just here, so 2 blocks away from the end, and then a trapdoor just there, like so. We'll go in here, and we'll add an item frame here with an illager banner in, and then behind the bar we'll add in ourselves a couple item frames for, well, glass bottles and everything. So 3 along the bar, 2 along this side, and 2 under the stairs, just like so. Then we'll do ourselves white stained glass panes for 3 in the corner, just like so. And finally, yellow carpet for these 4 blocks in there. And yeah, then we can grab our final materials. Once again, Assassins, just to save some time for you guys, I'm going to show you like what to do with the armor stands here. We're going to need a red tunic and some trousers there for this one. And then we're going to need ourselves that orange and hopefully some red trousers for this one. Yeah, if you want to go ahead and do that one, then feel free to dye those too. So yeah, let's go ahead and place these things. So you will need yourselves an armor stand, a jungle fence gate, some fire coral fan, a leather tunic, leather pants, a chain helmet, and then glass bottles and potions of your choice. You're also going to need yourself a Steve head. Now I recommend just swapping out one of your bottles. Hopefully you don't have as many as I do, because I went a little bit overboard with my bottles. So I'm just going to grab myself, there we go, just a Steve head in there. We'll stick ourselves a armor stand back here in the corner, and this can be with the Steve head on, and it's going to be sort of handling some, booze in here. So we'll stick ourselves a potion in its hand. It does look like it's drinking it, but hopefully the bartender's not drinking the merchandise. So we'll stick ourselves the potions in. Like I said, get as many different potions as you want to. For my one, I'm just going to go a little bit crazy, just add them in randomly. I'm going to do my glass bottles on the actual bar facing towards the bartender, just so it looks like people are against the bar and, having a drink there. Then over here we're adding ourselves an armor stand on this one, just here. An open jungle fence gate here for the saloon door. And then it's going to have its arm out, just like that, towards sort of, everyone. And holding the the fire coral fan, which is of course red. And that represents ourselves a nice kind of bundle of flowers here. And that is for the lady in red, kind of with the roses there, like so. I think it's roses. So yeah, that looks really good. And then one final thing we need to do is add in our sign. So just take your saloon banners from earlier, and we just want to write ourselves S-A-L from the corner there, O as well. Then we'll do an O drop down here, and an N just there. And then we have the saloon. Awesome, I'm so happy we got this done today, because it is a really cool section. Hell yeah, that looks awesome. Well then, Assassins, this has been part number 14 in how to build the Phantom Manor ride from, of course, Disneyland Paris in Minecraft. Thank you so much for joining me for this next part. It has been so much fun to get back into this one, really. It has been a long time since I made part 13. Then I took my big break, and then, of course, things happened between. So, yeah, I have missed the series, and I'm looking forward to getting it finished for Halloween, because we're very, very close now. So yeah, what we'll do next time is we'll probably get this side up to the saloon sort of area, so we'll build it up to the hotel, and that'll be like this area completed then. Then all that's left to do is this mounting sort of range, and then the sort of hanging tree, and then onwards to the mirrors, where you can kind of get your selfie with the bride. So yeah, looking forward to that one. Until the next time, guys, have an excellent rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to drop a like if you did enjoy this one. And if you're new around here, which I doubt you are if you're watching this far in the series, but if you are, please consider subscribing today and join the Assassinhood for free. And thank you. That would be awesome. Take the best of care, guys. Follow me up on social medias if you have those via the links in the description below. And I will see you at part 15. Whew, coming very, very shortly. Goodbye for now, Assassins. I'm off for a drink in the tavern. See you later.